going to be learning about writing inequality word problems. So, vocabulary clues for each inequality symbol. So, these symbols are extremely important. So, you have less than, fewer than, less than or equal to, no more than at most, greater than, more than, and greater than or equal to, at least, and no more than. This is going to help you find which symbol to use. Esas palabras van a ayudarte buscar qué palabra or qué símbolo para usar. So let's try number 1. Example 1. A a truck driver drove at an average speed of 60 miles per hour before lunch and 65 miles per hour after lunch. He drove at least 500 miles that day. Which inequality best describes the relationship between x, the length of time driven before lunch, y, the length of time driven after lunch, and the total distance driven? So let's first find our x and y. We have x, the length of time driven before lunch. So x, time before lunch. Then I have y, the length of time driven after lunch. Time after lunch. Necesitamos buscar qué es X y qué es Y. So then we're going to look for before lunch. So let's look over here where it says before lunch. A truck driver drove at an average speed of 60 miles per hour before lunch. Okay? Before lunch. So 60 goes with X. And then 65 miles per hour after lunch. So we have 60x plus, because and means plus 65y. So let's look at this equation and compare it to each one of these. Okay, so we can see that this is 65x, and that doesn't match, so let's eliminate A. 65x, that doesn't match, so let's eliminate B. 60x, 60x, 65y, 65y. So that's maybe an answer. 60x, 60x, 65y, 65y. So that's maybe an answer. So now we see that it's 500, 500 on both. The only difference is the symbol. La única diferencia es el símbolo. So we're going to see which one we're going to use. Vamos a ver cuál vamos a usar. So let's read the question again. He drove at least 500 miles that day. At least. So if we're looking up here, we're looking for the word at least, and that's right here, at least. So we're going to use this symbol, okay? So my answer is going to be C. And that's all you have to do. So let's try example 2. Example 2. A factory worker is loading 2 types of cartons onto a freight elevator. Type A cartons weigh 85 pounds apiece. Type B cartons weigh 80% of type A cartons. The maximum weight the elevator can carry is 1,500 pounds. Which inequality represents all possible combinations of X, the type of type A cartons, Y, the number of type B cartons, and the total weight that the elevator can carry? Okay, so let's look for the X and Y. We have X is the number of type A cartons, so X is type A, and we see that type A cartons weigh 85 pounds apiece, so that's going to be 85x. And then let's look at Y, type B cartons, so Y is type B, So type B weigh 80% of type A. So we need to take 85% times 80%. Okay, so we're going to go to our calculator, calculate 85 times 80. To get the percent, you do control, oh dang it. Hold on. 85 times 80, control, book, and the percent, enter, and you have 68. 68. So type B is 68. So you have plus 68y. Okay. So let's match the equations. So we have this, we have 85x, that's correct, and 80y. That's incorrect, so eliminate that. 85x, 85x. 68y, 68y. Maybe. 85x, 85x. 80y, 68y. Eliminate h. 85x, 85x. 68y, 68y. Maybe. So then now we have to go back and read to see which symbol we use, because we have this symbol and this symbol. So let's figure out which one we're going to use. Okay, so let's see if we can find any of these important words in this question. So the maximum weight the elevator can carry is 1,500 pounds. Which inequality represents all possible combinations? So it says maximum. The maximum weight the elevator can carry is 1,500. So when it's saying maximum, it means that all of this has to be less than this number. It can equal this number. So if we get on the elevator, it can be 1,500. It can be equal to 1,500. Okay, so out of the two symbols we're going to use, G is going to be my answer.